Okay, I'm Sock, and we're gonna go into round two.
I'm Flix, and yep.
Last game was alright. I can't tell if, our opponent just didn't draw well, because they seem to have, a big stuff deck, but,
I don't know.
yeah.
It was weird. I know they definitely didn't draw well. I just couldn't get
Two games in a row.
Yeah. I felt bad for them.
Yeah, but, it's hard to tell because we had the Wanderer out. So, anything they played with 4 more power would have just gotten exiled immediately, so, maybe they didn't want to play anything.
Oh, now
Yeah.
I get to try Kaya. Let's do it.
We tried Kaya last game. It was good. But Bond of Flourishing into Crawl Stinger. And then Force Griff. They don't like their hand. Oh. We have a good hand and they have a bad one. Sad. Very, very sad. Guys are so good. I think they shouldn't have printed it. It it sucks that we're putting Wanderer Strike on the bottom of our library, but I think Rising Populace is gonna be okay.
Yeah, because we want to use the counters for her loyalty.
What do you mean?
Doesn't it do plus? Oh, only on Rising Populace. Never mind.
Yeah. The question is that or Crawl Stinger first. I think so. They could have Chandra's Power Helix. So am I playing around that? But even if I wasn't, I'll play the card they know about.
Yeah.
Okay, they had nothing. Mono red. I think they got screwed on the mulligan. I'm just gonna see, if I can get away with it. I don't want to show them that we have Kaya because we're probably... Okay, they found their white source. But, red-white aggro that starts on turn 4 is pretty mediocre. Now they play a Law Root Enforcer for 1 mana. Would be pretty weak. Rising Populace of their own.
Yeah.
I have Divine Arrow, and then I could follow up with Arlen's Wolf, and then they don't block, I just play Enforcer Griffin. So this is the kind of turn that I like. If they just trade with Crawl Stinger, it's a bit of a question about whether we're okay with that, but yeah, I think just Divine Arrow is fine.
I mean, I think I would have let them trade with Crawl Stinger because...
No, they were going to trade with Rising Populace.
But you were saying if. You said we'd have to decide if we'd be okay with that. And I was like, it has Death Touch, so yeah.
I mean, they would have just traded on stats anyway, but the reason I think that trade is often fine is because, yeah, they're just going to play a bunch of small creatures. So...
Kaya!
I don't want to show them Kaya if I don't have to.
Then let's put the Griffin out first.
Yeah, we're just going to win off the power of these creatures.
Okay.
Arlen's Wolf can't be blocked by the Pouncing Lynx. We get a counter on Rising Populace, and we get to play Enforcer Griffin. I just think that, we have so much power here. Yeah.
There we go.
If they knew that we were going to follow up with Kaya...
They would plan for it. Yeah, we want to show them as little as possible.
Yeah. So... Let's see.
But see, it's hard to decide what to... Well, I guess you kind of have a feel for their deck.
I might want a speculative Steady Aim. I feel like Martyr for the Cause lines up poorly against their Lynx. And we're going to be on the draw, so they're going to get to play their 2-drop before our 2-drop, and then attack into
Let's
it.
Take that out and put Steady Aim.
Yeah, Steady Aim helps us trade with that creature. So they might also be playing Trusted Pegasus and giving their creatures flying. It's not like we don't have answers for flyers, but also just any creature that has less than 2 or less toughness is going to be generally weaker against the red deck. So I think this is good.
Well, should we pull in Bullswork Giant then?
Where?
Next to No Escape.
That actually might be a thing. I mean,
I'm happy with what we are, but then when you said, oh, if it's,
Yeah, so that might be a thing.
take out Arlen's Wolf then? Because it really never does much for us
Vivian's Grizzly. Arlen's Wolf is great in this match because they're mostly going to want to play creatures that only have 2 or less power.
Oh, okay.
So it basically reads 3 cost 3/2 cannot be blocked.
Okay.
I almost feel like we could potentially get away with putting a land out. I mean, taking a land out of our deck. It's not good, but they had to mulligan, so I guess I'll keep my mediocre 7 hands for their 1 less card. And really hope we draw planes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the scary card. I really hope we draw planes.
Crunch Wrangler?
Probably just trades with one of their combat tricks, but it doesn't do a lot in this deck. It just, like, people are pretty used to Crunch Wrangler doing a lot. So they probably think that it's really good, and in fact, it's just okay. So this is just going to trade with one of their tricks, and the question is, like, if I didn't block, they would probably either deal a bunch of damage to us or play another creature. And if I let them use too many combat tricks, it'll no longer die to Divine Arrow. But they were probably going to do this play anyway, so whatever. And I didn't draw the planes, god damn it. At least with a +1/+1 counter, we can hopefully block Burning Prophet. But if they attack with it, I don't block.
Gotcha.
Because it's probably, how can they not have a trick? They just drew so poorly in that last game, not drawing their white source.
Yeah.
Makeshift Battalion. So they have to have, like, battlefield promotion if they don't want 10th District to die off of a Crawl Stinger. And maybe I will block Burning Prophet. But we can't do anything about Makeshift Battalion if we try to kill 10th District Legionnaire. So maybe it's actually this one that's the scary card.
Yeah, I like that better. Although 10... But if it grows, we can use Divine Arrow. Still.
Right? They have combat promotion. Or Divine Arrow. Yeah. It's the one I was worried about. And they get to take out our Pollenbright Druid. Like, there's just... I really love red-white in this format. Just in terms of, like, what the hell do you do against a board state like this? They're only on 3 lands, and they have this amazing board state. I just think that red-white aggro beats almost anything in this format. A good red-white aggro. Like, there are bad red-white aggros, but, like, most of my
so definitely do not want to take out lands now.
Yeah. And it was probably wrong to cut Vivian's Grizzly just because it's a blocker, but it wouldn't have even been able to block that game. But I do think that Steady Aim, like, they have combat tricks. We want to also survive combat, so... Bulwark Giant, maybe, but, like, can we even get...
Yeah, let's take it out, because I'm going to take another one out, so...
Saheeli Silverwing.
Yeah.
If they didn't show us Trusted Pegasus in 2 games, I'm going to assume they don't have it. Pledge of Unity is still pretty good here if we can just, like, get it off.
I mean, both times they just went quickly through the game. They lost, and then they quickly killed us. So, I mean, we didn't even have a chance to see if they had the Pegasus. There was no reason.
Oh, God.
I would keep it.
I mean, it's keepable. And if they grow... Like, if they get a 10th District Legionnaire out really quickly, it can probably attack past Vivian's Grizzly, but if it grows really... Fuck. Not good. Law Reinforcer's just so good. It's a 1-mana bomb. It's a 1-mana bomb. How ridiculous is that? So, like, now they could play 10th District Legionnaire, tap our thing and attack. Or they could just wait until our turn and tap it. Pouncing Lynx, of course. Well, the Wanderer doesn't do anything yet. I mean, I would love if they wanted to trade something. Otherwise, I'm just making it so that they can attack with... Well, they can attack with Pouncing Lynx no matter what we do. This is actually super good for us.
Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
They have a trick. Or I still want to do... Yeah,
they have 0 mana up.
Oh, they have 0 mana up. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's just like
They
fun.
must have another Law Rune Enforcer. There's no way they gave that up without...
Yeah. And like Vivian's Grizzly, I guess they were afraid that it's a good creature, but it's really just a creature in our deck.
Ooh, Arlen.
They're stuck on 2 lands. I don't feel like I need to Wanderous Strike them. Are they gonna... Do they have a trick?
Wait.
I feel like they either have a combat trick in hand. Black. Interesting. Toll of the Invasion? I hope not. No Toll of the Invasion. Spellgorger weird. That's fine. I could Arlen now, or I could just Ugin's Conjurant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I think Ugin's Conjurant is better, because if we make a wolf and they find a way to attack past... Yeah, Spellgorger Weird's really good for them because they want to play a bunch of combat tricks, right?
Yeah.
And they just get to grow their Weird turn after turn. So getting Ugin's Conjurant, like, it's pretty unlikely that they can just attack past it. Except for Blind Blast, but whatever. So I guess I just leave both back now, and I start making wolves.
Okay.
I don't want to Wanderous Strike their Spellgorger Weird. I think that Crawl Stinger is a better... It's better to use Crawl Stinger there. But next turn, like, we can make a wolf and then Wanderous Strike if we want. Or if it's a 4 power thing, we can play the Wanderer. So, I don't hate our position here.
There's our wolf.
Wow, it actually comes in
Nice.
with a counter. And we can play this and the Wanderer, but the Wanderer doesn't do anything yet.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think this is fine. So we just play a wolf out. They have a 1, like maybe Samet Sprint. And I guess they're just sort of stonewalled. Do I do this for a mana efficiency?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
It kind of threatens that if they like play a non-creature spell, then their Spellgorger Weird will grow and I'll be able to exile it. But it also just sort of like, you know, don't they kind of need combat tricks? You know what? I almost wonder if I should attack with Crawl Stinger. Or even Ugin's Conjurant. Like, Ugin's Conjurant could trade for 2 of their things. Otherwise, it just deals 5. And we have plenty of ways to block.
Okay. Next turn, I think I want both Ugins and Crawl Stinger if you don't go all.
Oh, yeah. Well, next turn, like, proliferating off of Wanderer's Strike is just so backbreakingly good. Feather. Maybe that is what I want to actually Wanderer's Strike.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it. I should have played a wolf first. I was just so happy to do that.
Can you not play a wolf now?
Well, yes, but it would have
Oh,
been...
it'd have been higher, yeah.
Okay, they saw
That's
enough.
okay, yeah. But you're right, you should have done the wolf, then proliferate.
Yeah,
But still,
yeah.
Like, I mean, I think they were at 11, so I mean...
And they could have played that out, but maybe, like, they're just... Whenever a creature you control explores, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2. Okay. I mean, maybe they, like, knew that in their deck they were never getting past that whole board, and they were just sort of like, okay, feathered is like the only thing that I can do. But like this is why Wanderer is so good. Like we just saw 2 games in a row where it like stilts our opponent's play.
Yeah.
They can't play any non-creature spells, or their Spellgorge of Weird's going to go in the range of Wanderer. Against the green deck, like they couldn't play their big creatures, or it would just get exiled, and then there's like no point.
Mm-hmm.
It just stunts the opponent's play, even if you can't like activate it. Maybe the card is like even better than I thought.
I was gonna say, I think I'm highly underrating that card. I was just kind of meh about it.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot better than I realized.
Yeah, I'm sort of finding that. I mean, Kai is as good as it looks like. It's a 2-for-1, you know. But the other thing against Red is that Wanderer prevents all non-combat damage. So they basically can't burn you. They can't destroy your creatures with all their burn spells. Yeah, it's just really good. All right.
Okay, so wait, we should probably stop our recording and then do
Yeah,
next
that's what
game.
I was going to do.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we'll stop this one.